And that was produced by the one and only legendary The Alchemist, straight out of California. I think Honey I know who that is by now, at least. Alright, so I ain't gonna waste too much of your time. This is my first reaction video. Can he's never heard the song. He's gonna hear it for the first time. You ready? Alright. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so R. Kelly, the pee-pee man, what I like to call him, he made a song where he confessed to a lot of things. 19 minutes. He's never wrote a 19-minute song. What's up, Wax, bro? He's never wrote a 19-minute song. I've never heard many people write a 19-minute song. I think what, Lenny Williams? Lenny Williams was what, 10 minutes? Is that the longest song in R&B? Let's just call it what it is, yo. I seen the tape, the real tape, the whole tape. That was so long ago, like, you know, the real. By law, he has been acquitted, so we can't say he did it. But we know it was him on the fucking tape. But what I want to do is I want to talk about how this song is somewhat sad, and it's also a bunch of bullshit between it. And I want to get into a lot of things that we should have known before you hit rock bottom. Before you got to the most vulnerable stage of your life, you should have been writing this song probably 15 years ago. And if I'm correct, I think 15 years ago will be 2003, the Chocolate Factory. That's when the shit popped off about what he did. And he recorded this tape with this underage girl. And it was more than one. Underage girl was 1997 or 98, around that time. And when you got exposed 5 years later in 2003, you come talking about nothing of that magnitude. Like you was at the top of your game still. I think Chocolate Factory is probably one of his greatest albums next to 12 Play, the self-titled. I mean, let's just be real here. The self-titled album, the 12 Plays, the double album, the R, and he's got a lot of dope music. So I can't front on that. However, for you to get at a point like this where you actually also open your mouth about Chicago violence is bullshit. Being that you're from Chicago, you should have been the main voice in the 90s. Because let's just call it what it is. And I think Chicago people will agree with me. Before this era, or before this time, Chicago murders was just as high or higher than they were in the 90s than they are today. I could be wrong. From what I remember, they were worse in the 90s than they are now. And you grew up throughout the entire early, mid, and late 90s and you didn't say a word. You didn't have a song about Chicago violence. This is where I get to analyzing things from a real deep perspective. I heard this song one time and it only took one time to understand that, yeah, there's some good things in it, but it's a lot of bullshit too. But let's get into the song. Nonetheless, I don't want to hold y'all up too long. Let go. Oh yeah, and shout out to DJ Vaughn. Hold on, I want to get his name. I don't want to get his name wrong. Give me a second. I don't want to leave the brother's name out because he gets credit for the song even being leaked, for the record. Okay, I think he put a watermark over, so I'm not gonna give him credit for it. Just all rights to R. Kelly. I do not own rights to this copyright at all. So let's get into it.
I admit I done made some mistakes, and I have some imperfect ways. I admit I helped so many people, and them same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to classes. I admit that I dropped out of school. I admit that I wasn't that cool. I admit I just feel like retiring. Admit I just don't feel like trying. But all my real niggas around me keep telling me, Kels, fuck that, you gotta keep climbing.
Now, I want to talk about the fact that he said he felt like retiring. I wish he was more specific about, did you feel like retiring now, or did you feel like retiring at the peak of your career? When did you feel like retiring? That's something people got to question, because now, if that's the case, if you felt like retiring at the peak of your career, you contradicted your entire song. That's what people don't understand. You contradicted your entire song. You understand? Because if you felt like retiring and you were supposed to be quote unquote the most dedicated R&B artist of this era, meaning that you are the Marvin Gaye of this time, you're the Stevie Wonder of this era, meaning that nobody's bigger than R. Kelly in the 90s or the early 2000s. You were top notch. You were the best. You were the best selling. You were the most award winning. You had the most songs written, etc., etc. Not too many people could say they wrote for Celine Dion, for the record. But for him to say that, that's real contradictory. Anyway.
I admit it, I did. I done fuck with a couple of fans. I admit I'm a gift and a curse. I admit that I don't go to church.
Now you going to church ain't got shit to do anything. We know you fuck your fans. I mean, who don't? All these artists fuck their fans. Let's just call it what it is. Everybody fucks their fans. Okay, I don't fuck my fans, but I'm just saying though, as an artist, we know what comes with the territory. Prince, Genuine. Hell, listen, let me tell y'all. My brother, Boo Rossini, Boo the Boss Player, my brother, Chuck Law, everybody, they all have groupies, and if you ain't got no woman, or if you're not really obligated, which a lot of these guys had women, they would cheat on their women anyway. Like, they would just fuck with fans. That's nothing new. That's nothing surprising. We know you fuck your fans. That was obvious. So you're not admitting to anything we don't know. You're R. Kelly, bro. You let women touch your dick on stage. Pause. That's obvious. That's obvious. Very obvious. But nice point to admit that you don't go to church either. Like, come on, dude. Come on. You the pee-pee man, bro. Stop it.
I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I got so many flaws. Told so many lies to these frauds. Blew so much money, pop so many bottles. Yeah, I fuck a bitch just because. Nigga, I had a hell of a day, but I admit I was in my own way. I admit I had my mama crying over me. What else can a nigga say? I admit I can't spell for shit.
He said he could spell. You can't spell. You want me to believe that you're the you wrote a listen, hold on. 1 second. Now, I don't want to take all day. Let's go back to 12 play, right? I'm going in Wikipedia, right? R. Kelly, arranger, composer, engineer, mixer, multi-instruments, performer, primary artist, writer, producer, rap vocalist. Like, are you trying to tell us that? Yeah, like okay, if you can't read, it's one thing, but if you can't spell, how were you a composer or a writer? How is this? Like, did you get some help? Like, he said he couldn't understand the contract. Yeah, I got that. Well, I ain't got to that part yet. I could get it, like, if you can't read, because Floyd Mayweather can't read. But he doesn't have to learn how to read. Technically, he's not a songwriter. He's a boxer. You know what I mean? That's skill. You don't need to learn how to read to know skill set of boxing. But he wants to believe that, so he can read, he just can't comprehend very well. But he said he can't spell. That's a different thing. Like, some people can't. Like, my cousin can't read too well, but he can write his ass. Like, he can write contracts up. You feel me? Can't read a lot. Like, certain, like, he probably couldn't understand that means out. That word is alkalized. He probably wouldn't know how to say the word alkalize, right? Because he's never seen the word, or dietary supplement. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm ignorant to the Wendy interview, so I need to go check that out as well. He's seeing it all backwards in different words. Yeah, but is that factual? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I need to know if he does really. But I just thought that was weird. Like he said, I can't spell, and I was like, how did you write these songs that we got? And for the record, we know that Same Girl was stolen by some people. He didn't even write that song. That song was stolen by, I forgot the guy's name, but it was proof that the guy had stolen artists and blah 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 blah. Anyway,
I admit that all I hear is hits. I admit I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present. I admit I love God, but wait, it's so much temptation, but wait. Admit to the drinking and smoking too much, but it helped me get through the day. Won't say no names, I'm not a snitch, but one night at the Ritz, I did some shit I shouldn't have did. When and fuck, but niggas big.
Now my thing is, if you're gonna say that, admit who it is. Don't tell us you did it, because when you fucking fans, you most likely fucking some nigga's bitch. That's not new. Like, if you're gonna admit something, say who it was. You don't want to snitch. I'm pretty sure she's sitting up wondering, like, who, what if, and I'm pretty sure you did that more than once. I can guarantee, yo, R. Kelly, you're 50. I'm pretty sure you done that more than once, more than twice, more than 3, more than 4, more than 5. Come on, yo. So now it's just a statement. You just said that just to fill in the blank for the rhyme.
I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I tapped that in back of my Benz. I admit I'm sorry for my sins.
You fuck yo. And I saw a comment on that, on the original upload when it first came. I saw a comment like, man, who ain't never done that? I ain't never done no shit like that. I'm not going behind my friend. I'm not going behind my own brother, cousin, nobody. I'm not doing that. That's disgusting to me. To me it is. You know what I mean? I don't get a joy out of just fucking somebody because they got a pussy. I'm sorry. Not me. I know a lot of guys that do that shit. I'm just saying.
I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. Yeah. I admit I trust people too much. Too much. I admit I can't say such and such, but my lawyers told me settle this, even though it's bullshit. Kelly, protect your career. All these people in my ear. I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talk to me sometimes, but the devil's not who I trust.
He did have a song, Heaven I Need a Hug. He did write that song. I give him credit for that one.
I've been fucked by so many damn managers. Why they push me out front of these cameras? All this music got engaged them, and now they play me like a fucking amateur.
Now that's the bullshit right there. Like, because you feel like, what you done, you feel like somebody owe you something. And technically, if you keep getting fucked by managers, I think at this point you need to have more people in your corner that you could trust, that are your relatives. Because if you have family, I think nobody should be your manager but family members. Maybe his mind, he feels that we as a society never saw us. It was bullshit a long time ago. Well, technically, when he was dealing with Aaliyah, his career should have been over then. If we're gonna say that, I just think when we knew he was dealing with a 15-year-old girl, we should have been done with him at that moment. We should have been looking at R. Kelly like, nah, we're not dealing with this dude ever, because of that. Like, that alone was enough. And the fact that nobody really just went back and thought to themselves like, yo, he said Aaliyah's name in a song, She Got That Vibe. We should want to go over that line if y'all didn't know. But anyway,
I got a life, yeah. I got a right, yeah. Cancel my shows. That shit ain't right.
I agree, that shit ain't cool.
How they gon' say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent? Take my career and turn it upside down, cause you're mad I've got some girlfriends. Hell with this record deal. It ain't worth this shit for real. Ain't seen my kids in years. They try and lock me up like Bill. How much can a nigga take? How much can a nigga pray? Just wanna do my music, stop stressing me. Please just let me age gracefully. I admit it, I made it.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that. Like for his confession, yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, just let us know he's really dumb. But I don't know. I'm kind of like torn on that. I feel what he's saying. Like, yeah, we never saw through his bullshit. I saw through his bullshit. I just personally like to just say, I just want to hear the music. I don't even really care about his personal life. You know what I'm saying? And what kids do he have? I only thought he had one daughter. I think she a lesbian, right? She look like young M.A. Yeah, I think his daughter kind of looked like her. That's the only daughter I thought he had. I didn't know he had more than that.
I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did it. Yeah. They took my gift and they blind me. Where in the fuck is my money? Now here come this big ass conspiracy. But still got my fans, that's a blessing. Listen to heaven, just stay on my grind and that's 24/7. And I know my mama Joanne is smiling down on me. I put that on reverend. Been a grown man since age 11. Man on the guap since 7. Rest in peace to my homie Kevin. I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I'm a freak. Used to go to strip clubs every week. But who these niggas tryna say I am? Man, I'm not, and I put that on chief. I admit I fuck with all the ladies. That's both older and young ladies.
How young are we talking? Y'all remember that line? He said, when you talk about young, how young are we talking? His ex on a reality show. She a dance instructor. Yeah. How young are we talking? R. Kelly.
But tell me how they call it pedophile because of that shit, that's crazy.
Now, we're talking about the fact that she was fucking a 15-year-old girl. We're talking about the fact that if nobody's seen the tape, I'm going to describe what I saw. Okay? In this tape, this girl is obviously young. This girl is not even 16 years old. This girl breast is not even fully developed. This girl doesn't even have a clear panty line. You could tell the girl had bangs. She had bangs, yo. Bangs. You can obviously see this girl was a fucking, I don't even want to say child. She was a teen. She was like 13, maybe 14, 15. It was obvious. Like, no debating that. That girl was not an adult, and he knew this. So, yeah, you are a pedophile. You are. Now, you don't have to own up to it. Maybe you're going to wait till you get on your deathbed when it's really, really over. Maybe you're going to might write a book. I get it. Yeah, she barely could have been a teenager. She barely had to be a teenager. But they said around the time of 2002-ish, she was of age. So I want to say, if my math is right, she probably was about 13. I think she was 19 when they found out about the tape. But the tape had been out there. And remember, he got arrested for child pornography, not statutory rape. Big difference. So yeah, you are a pedophile, bro. And not to mention, without the tape, you fucking with Aaliyah. Like, if you got married to Aaliyah, I know you had sex with her. Nobody gets married to a woman and not have sex with her. And nobody has sex with a woman. Like, these days, you don't get married and then have sex. You have sex, then you get married. Let's just be real here. And I don't know how true this is, but I was talking to my girl, and she said Aaliyah used to fuck with Jay-Z when she was an adult. And I'm 21 or whatever, or 22. I didn't know she fucked with Jay-Z, too. I had no idea about that. Yeah, he turned Aaliyah out. Yeah, but then I'm going to hold her family accountable, and I'm also going to hold Aaliyah accountable and himself. So all three of these people get held accountable 100%. Anyway, let's go.
You may have your opinions, entitled to your opinions, but really, am I supposed to go to jail or lose my career because your opinion? Yeah, go ahead and stone me, point your finger at me, turn the world against me, but only God can mute me. I admit that I fired some people. I admit that I hired new people. I admit that those people I fired on my mama was crooked ass people. I admit that I don't own my music. I admit that I will own my music. Want it back but they don't wanna do it. What the fuck, nigga, I wrote that music. I did that bump and grind, I did that 12 play, I did that fed up, I changed the damn game. So I deserve me a fair play. So put some respect on my damn name.
Now, this is an important thing that people don't know. Because I've read contracts, and I'm a producer, and I've done music, and I've almost got myself caught in a situation where I read a contract. And it's very important to have your own publishing, right? Let me go see something. I thought I saw something in the credits one time. Let me see. Did I see something in the credits one day? I'm gonna look that up later. I could have sworn I saw that the publishing was R. Kelly's publishing. Because if you don't have your own publishing, you don't own your rights to your music. Like Lauryn Hill right now got multiple Grammys, millions of records. She don't own shit she's ever done. She don't own a damn thing. Nothing. Don't sign your publishing over to nobody. I wouldn't recommend, like if I had a label, I wouldn't recommend nobody sign their publishing over to me. Because it's obvious I want to rip you off. Or I want to have ownership over you. Like it's bad enough we making money, I'm getting more money than you. Why would I want to own everything you do? And if I'm going to let you have a publishing company, we're going to share publishing rights to all the music. I get 50-50 of everything you've done. At least. That's the least I could do, right? Anyway.
Now Wendy Williams mad with me, but I ain't never offer her no drink. But I admit that she asked me, can I get a little Hennessy? Then we both turned off our phones. We drink, I smoke, we talk. And I admit that I told it all, from my good points to my faults. She said, what about Aaliyah? I said, love. She said, what about the tape? I said, hush. I said, my lawyer said, don't say none, but I can tell you I've been set up.
Chaser, what you think about that line? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Nia Wilson later on too. What y'all think about being set up? What kind of bullshit is that to say? Okay, I got your back on this, right? You was set up because you was exposed. Is that what you're saying? So you got caught doing something and then somebody leaked the tape. Yeah, does that mean you set up? You mean set up that way? Because how were you set up doing something you were doing that wasn't right? Yeah, you got set up. You got exposed, set up. Yeah, you're right. Nobody set you up to do anything that you shouldn't be doing. Nobody set you up to get married to a 15-year-old girl. Period. Anyway. Age ain't nothing but a number, right?
I admitted how ever since the first day that without knowing I signed my publishing away. I admitted I was young and caught up and so blind, yeah. Said I had dyslexia and couldn't read all them contracts, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, I forgot he did say that.
And now the truth in this message is I'm a broke ass legend. The only reason I stay on tour is cause I gotta pay my rent.
Now, I'm not the smartest mathematician, but I think after all these years, you should have been a little bit more responsible with the fact that if you came to the point where you're 50 and you're paying rent but not property taxes, and I think about all the money that you say you had and all the girls and all, because I remember things like, I remember, first of all, you on tour to pay your rent. Like, do you want to believe, because I saw that house, so you paying rent on that home where all those girls at? Because if I'm correct here, and I'm not being funny, if I'm correct here, you're actually doing something with those women where it might involve money, and I think a lot of that has a lot to do with you probably pimping. Am I wrong if I said that? If you got a bunch of women in your house and you ain't got no money and you're on tour just to pay your rent, like, if this is what he's saying is true, according to what he's saying, it seems like he's pimping these girls. Could I be wrong for that assessment? Am I incorrect on this? I just want to know.
I never thought that it would come to this, to being the most disrespected artist. So I had to write a song about it, cause they always take my words and twist it. Believe me, it's hard to admit all this, but I'm in my feelings about this shit. But I had to set the fucking record straight. So I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did.
I mean, hey, he said himself that he's paying rent, and that's the only reason he's on tour. I got him a lot. He's on tour, and that's why he's doing what he's doing, right? So, according to what we know, there's women in his home that are quote-unquote brainwashed, which I don't believe in that thing. If a girl wants to be a whore and she wants a pimp, there's no such thing as brainwashing. She does what she wants to do. She wants to do it. There's no brainwashing an adult. I don't believe that. That's bullshit. So no, I'm not against that. But if you got women that's willing to sell pussy for you, then that's their choice. You don't force them to do anything. You're not being held hostage. You know what I mean? So my thing is why do you got all these women in a house that you say you don't have any money, and you're paying rent because on tour? This is why you're on tour, according to his words. I'll just go about what he say. I wasn't thinking he was pimping at first, but now I got a question like, oh, you saying that? It sounds like you're a pimp to me.
Did it. I admit I love Steve Harvey, John Legend, and
oh, your step. What you mean? Did it because she wanted to? What that mean? Oh, you're not saying what I think he's saying, right? Blinded by the fame? Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of them, he probably promised them careers. Yeah, I'm just like K. Michelle. He fucked K. Michelle too. I know that for a fact.
They're doing good in their lives right now. Why would they want to tear down another brother?
So we talk about they tearing you down because in most cases, if they're reporting shit, they're talking about the truth. It is what it is. I don't think nobody's saying a lot of shit about you that's not true. Yeah, that's crazy. 14. How old is she now? He was out there anytime. He said fast one is stupid, man. Yeah. A lot of men are Tricks is the dumbest niggas in the world. Dumbest people though, for real. Straight up. Cause it's just the fact that like you're gonna go pay a woman just to do something with you. That's just weird. Oh, she in jail. Near me? Wow. Wow. Okay. Damn, that's messed up.
Can we get up off the ground when we steady tearing each other down? I admit that the devil is busy.
Speaking of tearing motherfuckers down, you tore down Joe's career. Remember that? The More and More song that you didn't want to give to him, and then you took it and then threw it out there and then try to not give it to him. So being that you don't own your publishing, the label gave it to Joe anyway. You remember that? Oh, you remember when you was trying to be like Aaron Hall and eventually you stole his style and stole his image? You remember that? This is why I love the fact that I can say what I want, because I'm going to tell y'all what's really going on here. Did y'all know that he wanted to be Aaron Hall so bad that he stole Aaron Hall's bald head look, the image, everything, the way he dressed, the fly clothes? He wanted to be Aaron Hall so bad he did it. Lemonade.
People beside me ain't with me. I admit that I'm gonna do this music up until the Lord come get me. Now, I admit a family member touched me.
Now, that could be male or female. So I'm going to keep that clear. And one day I'm going to tell a story about the female that dealt with me when I was young. One day. I don't want to do that probably no time soon. I don't know when I'm going to plan up and I'm going to open up and talk about that. But I probably only told maybe two people in my entire life about that story. Two people know that story. And the person that did it knows that too. So it's three people in the world that know what happened. And it was a woman.
Touch me, touch me. From a child to the age 14. Yeah. While I laid asleep, took my virginity. So scared to say something, so I just put the blame on me.
Now what I don't like is that I guess you could say, like, if he goes through it, he gives the same problem, but I don't like when people want to make that an excuse because of what he's done. I feel like what's done to you mentally or emotionally is one thing, but when you actually become a part of something that you were once a part of, meaning that whatever happened to you that pains you or crushes you throughout your life, don't present the same pain to others. I don't believe in that, and I don't think that's a good excuse. And I'm not saying people are doing that, but people are there's a few people that said that. I'm not saying a lot of people are doing that, but I'm saying is that if you've been touched as a child, don't feel like it's okay to touch a child. Just like if you've been in an abusive relationship, don't go beat another person or whatever the case may be. You feel me? That don't give you the right, you know? For the record.
Here I am and I'm trying my best to be honest. Cause there's forces out there trying to keep me from being an artist. I admit I'm at rock bottom, and this shit has rocked my mind. I'm calling on my hood, come walk by my side. They don't want me to shine. Women's group, my God. Now don't get it twisted, I do support them, but why they wanna bring down the art? Damn, this is breaking my heart. Cause from fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, I'm a part of the music culture. Spotify did but drag my name in the dirt. All this work to be successful when you abandon me cause of what you heard. I admit I am not perfect, I never said I was perfect. Say I'm abusing these women, what the fuck, that's some absurd shit. They brainwashed, really? Kidnapped, really? Can't eat, really? Real talk, that shit sounds silly. And if you really, really wanna know, her father dropped her off in my show and told his boy to put her on the stage. I admit that she was overage, I admit that I was feeling her, and I admit that she was feeling me. I admit that that's just some shit that come with being a celebrity. I ain't chasing these ladies, no. These ladies are chasing me, yeah. And I'm only saying all this shit cause how they tryna play me, yeah. I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents, but this is my advice to you cause I'm also a parent.
Don't play that game though. Don't try to deflect. Like, I understand the parents are at fault, but do not try to make this like, oh, I'm a parent too. I'm like, yo, if that's the case, think about those young girls. Think about the 15-year-old.
Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay, cause your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way. I know y'all look at me like I don't go through things, but I'm human. I know it's hard sometimes, but try to keep in mind that I'm human.
Yeah, he said the daughter dropped his daughter off, and I can believe that because he felt like, well, R. Kelly could this and that, but to hold the parents of that girl accountable, why would you, knowing the history? It's kind of like if I know the history. Hey, B. Well, if I know the history of R. Kelly, why would I even do any business with him with my children? Why would I even allow myself to even, like, why would I even try this? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, the fact that they know is like, you seem desperate if you're a parent letting your child go with R. Kelly. My son is a fucking boy. I wouldn't let my son go with R. Kelly. So yeah, I'm gonna hold the parents accountable for that, but I'm also gonna hold R. Kelly accountable for whatever it could be going on with the girl, because if she's being quote unquote, if she's being pimped according to what may be, because she's not an underage girl, so he could do whatever he wants as long as she's of age. Period. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care. Trying to get a payday. Some rapist kids become rapists. Some daughters have been beaten that because his kids in schools. We all have choices. And to do nothing with the whether or not. Yeah, whether. I know what you meant by that. Well, we can read it right. Exactly. Trying to get a payday.
Fuck all the fortune and fame, forget the name. I'm a human. I can't believe all the under the table shit they doing. I'm tired of fingers pointed at me. I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody wanting a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win if I can't win with truth? Got a couple of dead homies that I promised I would make it out this shit. And I know that God's hands is on me, nigga. I'm gonna make it out this shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Don't quote the Bible, bro. Don't go there. Don't do that. See, now we let's quote the Bible. Stop it, bro.
I claim it. The storm's over. I admit I talked to Miss McGlynn. FYI, that's my second mother. I admit that I asked her, how am I gonna get the world off my shoulder? She said, son, don't you lose it. Sometimes you gotta go through it. They can say what they say, but at the end of the day, they cannot deny your music. Cause your music has touched people. It inspired all people overseas, everywhere. Don't worry, don't care. Cause the anointing is on you. And that's why these haters is at you. So just keep on doing you, baby. You don't have to give these fools an explanation. I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. What's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? Go to the dictionary, look it up. Let me know, I'll be here waiting.
I don't believe you got a cult, and I don't believe you're a sex slave. I just think you're a freaky ass dude that like a bunch of women around you, and well, you on tour paying your rent. Why not pimp them out, right? I'm just saying that's a possibility at this point. I'm just saying that's my opinion. I don't know if it's true. It could be.
I admit I got some girls that love me to pull their hair. And I admit they love me to talk dirty when I pull their hair. Yeah.
Was that really necessary to say, bro, at a time like this? You are 12, almost 2 seconds from 12 minutes in the song. Why would you say that? Why is that something to admit to? Like, I just think he did a lot of rambling in his song. He didn't have to say a lot of shit that he said. It's like he wouldn't be R. Kelly if he didn't talk about the freaky shit. That's nothing to admit to. We know you're a freak. But why are you talking about, I fucked a nigga's bitch, I had sex with my fans, and there's some girls that love me to pull. Like, what has that got to do with admitting anything? Like, yo, that's like I'm just saying, maybe I'm looking at this shit a little bit too deep. Like, why did you have to explain this shit in detail about having sex and pulling in? Like, why is that important? Anyway.
Like me to spank them, and some like to get brain. And what some of these girls want is too much for the radio station.
Too much for the. Listen to that. He was like, listen, let me run it back. Maybe I didn't catch what he was doing there. Let's run it back a few seconds, right? Just a few. Hold on. Catch it.
Go to the dictionary, look it up. Let me know, I'll be here waiting. Now I admit I got some girls that love me to pull their hair. And I admit they love me to talk dirty when I pull their hair. Yeah. Some like me to spank them, and some like to get brain. And what some of these girls want is too much for the radio station.
So he got into a freaky mode. You could tell he was like, let me talk about how I like to pull women hair. Like, why is that important? Like, R. Kelly just could be just a guy that just, let me just get away from that. Because they can get that on a whole nother song. Like, you can write that on a whole nother song. You can have a song called Pull They Hair, and just do that, right? Why would you put that in this 19-minute song? You could talk about so many things. You could have made this song short. You just had to just do that. So I guess people like, man, you got women that like to pull their hair. That's cute.
The man, y'all, not a monster or beast, but
you're a monster, PP man. That's you. You're a monster, goddammit.
I admit there are times when these girls so fine, I'll chill to the nigga for a week. Now I admit I love Hugh Hefner, and through the years supported Hugh Hefner. But when he left this world, he had a million girls, but we gon' always love Hugh Hefner.
He got a point. Why you bring Hugh Hefner to this shit though? Like, why it had to be him, bruh? Are you Hugh Hefner? Are you trying to be Hugh Hefner with your house? Could it be R. Kelly's trying to be the black Hugh Hefner? That could be. He might be trying to have a Playboy mansion 2.0. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
MC regardless or whatever your name is. You've been trying to destroy me for 25 whole years.
I don't know who that is. I need to look that person up. For 25 years, goddamn, that's a long goddamn time, yo.
5 whole years. Writing the same stories over and over and over again. Off my name, you done went and made yourself a career. Well, guess what? I pray for you and your family and all my other enemies. I'm not gonna let y'all steal my joy. I'm just gonna keep on doing me. Now I don't know what else to say except I'm so falsely accused. Tell me, how can you judge when you never walked in my shoes? So easy to mess up someone else's life through social media. The devil in disguise. I admit I miss my brothers, but I admit they wasn't acting like brothers. Yeah, we've had our differences, but you don't turn on your brother for nothing, for no one, nada.
I agree.
Mama Joanne is watching. She must be turning over in her grave. Yeah.
I got one brother, yo. I got one brother. I got one. And if I had to let my brother get his mind right before we could be, close or whatever, which we close now, but I ain't got but one brother. And like he said, I only got one little brother. So that's all. That's the only man that I could say it's my brother. I ain't got more than one, so that's it. You know what I mean? And I'm little big brother, as he called me. One sister closest here. Yeah, that's cool. Cool.
I admit I had to borrow a couple of M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed 20 million to the IRS and they was coming to get my home.
$20 million to the IRS. That's fucking nuts. That's nuts. That's crazy. $20 million? Who's his accountant? Who is he? Why you ain't put his name in the song? Where is his account? Why you did he let me see. Did he mention his account name? I know you had one. Cause you can't really read, you can't really write. And so you're pretty much like you quote unquote helpless when it comes to paperwork and responsibility. So dude, who's your accountant? Don't tell me he's still your accountant and you owe him $20 million in taxes. Like, yo, if you owe $20 million if you didn't make much more than that. That's not how this works. That's crazy.
I admit I was feeling stupid standing in the Homewood Suites. No disrespect. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head, cause I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it. But my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw, and it scared the shit out of me. It said get rid of them all. It's nothing but vultures around me. I admit that I love my fans for all the pussy push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I would've never stayed strong. Now I'm not tripping on all of these rumors, that don't bother me. And I'm not paying attention to these haters, that don't bother me. But what blows me is when certain people turn phony. They say, Rob, I got your back, Rob, you the man, but they really doubting me. Bitch, you know who you are. Bitch, I bought you a car.
That's funny.
You stayed at my crib. I loved you with all my heart.
Yeah, I mean, niggas I let stay with me. I let total strangers come live in my home. I let total strangers, dudes I didn't even know, like niggas in the neighborhood, man, needed somewhere to stay. I let them come live with me for months. No job, no nothing. So I know where he's coming from. I've done so many things for people. It's crazy. I mean, I fell out with a friend from 6th grade. Been friends since 6th grade. I fell out with the dude because I didn't want to help him no more. And I told him, like, dude, you had a girlfriend, bro. Don't get mad at me because I can't help you with your car note. Cut him off. Yo, bro, that wasn't the first time he snapped on me because I couldn't help him. Like, yo, you got a girl, bro. You got a girl, bro. You shouldn't be asking no other man for no money.
Now I don't like to brag when it comes to me, but I've given back to the community, from the non-profits to the charities. But of course you never hear that about me. To them.
Correct, because I ain't never heard that. Now if you giving out money and shit, I think you want that money back. I ain't gonna front like I would be like, fuck charity right now. I'm broke, I'm on tour, trying to pay my rent. I'll be like, fuck that shit. Because if you've done it for all these years, I think they'll be okay. I'm just being real here. I wouldn't mind if he did that. Back up off all this philanthropy shit. Just like stop it. And just come back home and take care of you. You know what I mean?
Niggas that drink my liquor and smoke my stogies. How come you ain't on Facebook taking up for me when you're around me most of the day? And you know that I'm a good brother. Always got your hands out, it ain't no doubt that y'all niggas ain't nothing but blood suckers. Plus, y'all ain't bringing nothing to the table.
I ain't bringing shit to the table.
Yeah, nigga, and you know it's real talk. Taking pictures with me for your Instagram, but when I need you, you're quick to get lost.
Damn. Sounds like a lot of people have used them. Yeah. I think you need to be like MC Hammer and just find some peace of mind and be able to be content with himself, knowing that maybe it's over. But let me find another avenue to do something to make revenue, make income, make money. You know what I mean? And I always stated that if he had this label called Rockland, he should have been putting artists on and quit trying to be an artist, because now being an artist has become a demise where you should have been building a foundation. You had it in your hand right there. It was right here. Could have did this shit independent. Just knowing that you had an artist and you was building artists and your R. Kelly, your name, like 10 years ago, your name was still you could have like had about 5 artists right now independently. You could have been doing independent work. This is what I recommend. I like people like Tech Nine doing independent work. Go do your own shit. Keep Warner Brothers, keep Atlanta, keep Universal out of your business and just do you.
Robert J and Joanne, my kids, what you hearing out here about that? Guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm so sorry, I can't imagine what y'all must be going through. Every day it's something about me, my God, it must be killing you. I promise there'll be better days. Just keep walking straight. I know you must be worried, but just know that I'm okay. For me, things has gotten rough. Right now I can't say too much, but for y'all I will stay tough. Daddy just need y'all to trust and believe in me. I admit that I've told the truth, and I'm still not free. Still won't hate me. They still won't stone me. Still won't chain me. I think they won't kill me. I admit it, I admit it.
I don't think nobody want to kill you. I don't think it's that deep. You ain't never been shot. You ain't never been beat up. You ever been in a confrontation? I don't think it's that deep.
I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. Now, no disrespect to Chi-Town, my home, but we've gotta learn how to support our own.
I will admit you did music with a few people, but you didn't really put nobody on from Chicago. When you had the light on you, you didn't really put nobody on. Last time I checked, Twista had went to Atlantic himself. Him and Traxter, they went to Atlantic themselves and got a record deal. I remember Do or Die went to Rap a Lot. Crucial Conflict was who did they sign with? Who did Crucial sign with? Was it Relativity? Who did Crucial Conflict sign with? Just to name a few. The Snipers. I can go into a bunch of names. Universal. They went to Universal. You didn't really shine a light on a lot of people when you had the opportunity in the 90s. You didn't do that. Common had his own shit with Relativity. I remember he was with Relativity. Hell, when Bump J was coming up before he went to jail and when he came home, I never saw you really put nobody on from Chicago. So one strike is support for Chicago artists. You didn't do that. You did songs with them. Chance the Rapper. I could just go on and on with the new era and the old one. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't do that. That wasn't you. Right? That wasn't you. So you got one strike for the fucking support from your city that you say needs to stand, support our own. That's you.
I admit that my heart cries for my city, 'cause we're losing young lives in the city.
This is your first time ever saying this on tape. I could be wrong about this, but I've listened to everything you've done. I don't remember you mentioning Chicago violence. Ever. Maybe on social media, but in your songs, never heard you. This is the first time you ever opened your mouth about that. And you're born and raised from the South Side. That's what's embarrassing about it. You know better.
Instead of judging me, y'all should be using me to help these kids, raise them out of depression and poverty.
Now you want people. Now you want to help people. You see that? Now you want to be a tool. Third strike. Now you want to be the tool because you're at the bottom of the barrel. That's the problem right there. That's the main problem I got with this song. That now you want to be Mr. Role Model. Yeah, you put a Leo on. Yeah, you did that. Dave Hollister. Yeah, you did. You didn't put Dave on because Teddy put him on. Let me check something. Give me a second. I don't want to be wrong about that either. Give me a second. Yep. Dave Hollister is from Chicago, Illinois. I didn't want to say I want to be wrong. Dave Hollister from Chicago. Guess who put Dave Hollister on? Ladies and gentlemen, Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley put him on. Not you, R. Kelly. Teddy did. Teddy put a lot of people on around the world. Teddy did that. Teddy is the originator of the U Jack Swing. The era that you tried to jump in where Teddy said you weren't even really a part of it. Ain't nobody trying to kill you. It's hell no, ain't nobody trying to kill you. They probably want to fuck you up. Anybody got close to you and done nothing to you. And you ain't never been robbed. You ain't never been beat up. Come on, dude.
Now I'm not saying I'm no savior, but I could be an inspiration. This is an invitation. Man, I admit I go through so much day to day. Got 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. What am I doing? Show me the way.
23? 23? 23. How you got 23 attorneys, yo? Julio, how this dude got 23 lawyers, bro? Oh, you think it's stupid? So that means he's paying 23 of them. Probably not all of them. He's probably paying half of these people every month. What's up, That's Needed? He's probably paying half of these people every month. I think at this point, get rid of your attorneys. You 50 years old. According to you, you ain't doing nothing. If I were you, I would go find, at this point, go find one woman, chill out. You feel me? Chill out, take a little time off, and 2020, write your 14 best songs, right? Write your best 14 songs and just call it. Matter of fact, do like you did in '98 at the peak of your career. Do a double album, 13 songs each disc. Excuse me. And just call it your final album. Write your best material. Do what you gotta do. Get the help you need, and just call it a career. What's up, Fire Goddess? And if I were you, I would do it independently because I think people will support that. But you need to go away and chill. You don't need but one attorney. You don't need but one. What are you doing? 23 attorneys? That's your problem. 23? Come on, bro. Hold up. Bet. I'm 23. I can't get over that number. 23? I know niggas with money that ain't got 23. I know niggas with money got one lawyer. And yeah, they pay him every month. But 23, can you imagine what he doing with his money with 23 on the payroll? I know at least half of them got to be. We'll be nice. We'll say 5 of them probably on the payroll. That's still too much money. Because they're going to look at your income and they're going to charge based on you. They're going to charge based on your fame, yo. That's fucked up.
The only thing I have left is my voice. And now I have to use it for my protection because they left me no choice. See, my work has nothing to do with my private life. So stay the fuck out of my business and tend to your own damn life. So go ahead, say what you wanna say about who I wanna date, but you won't say that shit to my face, cause you know it ain't shit to say.
Man, don't get gangster, bro. Ain't nobody trying to fight you, bro. Stop it. You heard that? He tried to get gangster at the end of it. You hear that? He tried to get real tough.
Next nigga bring me some dumb shit. It's gonna be a misunderstanding, cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half and salt. They making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career?
Nigga, we are not assuming that you done a lot of stupid shit. Great songs, great career, but dude, don't make this about assumptions. Stop it. Stop it, bro.
Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. I done left my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years.
Dude, lifted your country. What you talking about? The world's greatest song? Is that what you talking about? We did that song for the Olympics. I think Marvin Gaye was better than this. If Marvin Gaye wanted to do a song about motherfuckers fucking over him, he did it about his wife. His wife took everything and gave her an album called Hear My Dear. He didn't give that to the fans when he was falling off before he died. Have some decency, bro. Like, for real. Yeah, your personal life does have nothing to do with your musical career. I agree with you 100%. But you do understand that your personal life comes into a lane where it involves. Aaliyah is one of your proteges. Okay? That's never going to leave the minds of people who care. And I'm just mad that back then nobody really said shit. But they want to bring it up today. So I am going to look at them like, why you didn't say nothing back in 94? Where were you in 1994? Anyway.
Damn it, I admit.
Alright, so when he gonna break us off with the remix? Cause I know, is there a remix coming? Tell us there's gonna be a remix. What's the remix gonna be? Let me tell you about the tape. I'm just saying, yo. Come on, man. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give this song a 4. If there was a grading system, I give this song a D plus. Cause I love the beat, I love the pianos, I love the chord, I love the strings. Other than that, I only feel sorry for the fact that he was touched as a child. I feel sorry for that. And I feel sorry for the fact that he can't read and write. Am I missing something here? I don't want to miss nothing out. I know those two things are detrimental. Those things are damaging to the mind and the heart and the soul. I know that. I think that's really it. I don't feel sorry for your career because you just like Dame Dash, just like as we see now, Adrian Broner, or people who what's up too blessed to be stressed, but fought on those bars, Charlamagne shit. Which I want to give Charlamagne that work, but you know what? I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that later. I might do it overnight tonight. But I mean, R. Kelly, just take a couple years off, chill out, go get you a woman, get rid of them attorneys. Find you somebody that can help you with getting out of the industry on a mainstream circuit. That's why I said, like when you look at the deep rooted thing about the industry, there's a lot of connections, and I wonder, can he even get out? Is this really a eulogy? Is he telling us everything? Like, is this gonna be it? Is he telling us he's done? Is there something we don't know? Are they gonna take him out? Is R. Kelly's career over? What's gonna happen? That's the biggest question. Anyway, this has been my review of R. Kelly. I admit I like the fact that he admitted to very important things in his life, especially about his brothers, because his brothers aren't, his brothers probably could have been helpful to him too. With these 23 goddamn lawyers and this going on tour just to pay your rent is ridiculous. I think that's bad. R. Kelly shouldn't be doing what we do. We go to work so we could pay our bills. Where we seen R. Kelly at one point, he should have been at this point today. And it could have been a lot of people in his corner that crossed him, did him dirty, probably stole from him, misused him. I get it. But you gotta have some accountability. Have some accountability for what you put yourself in. It's not like R. Kelly's been this humble guy. He hasn't been this humble guy that's been chilling, doing his own thing, and you've never really heard him in the news. There's one thing I know. If there's anything about the industry, what did you do to even get started is what I want to know. I want to know exactly how do you even begin to tell the story about 1991 when you first started. What was the thing that you had to do to become who you became to where now you've been destroyed? And I think it's a lot of things that we don't know, where people may seem to be rich and they're not really rich at all, where they really don't have this money. I say that to say this about entertainers, basketball players, because it was something Zachary Hubbard told me about. People having these $145 million contracts, right? And if you looked at every city, from Boston to Atlanta to Los Angeles to New York to Chicago, every major city, or every city from Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, Memphis. I mean, all these people with these contracts, these football players, these basketball players, if they just bonded, if they bonded and just took some of that money, the community of black people would be totally different. R. Kelly had a chance to change Chicago, and he didn't do it. And that was another thing I had a problem with this song is you crying, or you have a heart that hurts for Chicago. It's a little too late for that dude. Thank y'all for watching. Tune in for the next review and reaction. I'm out.